Perhaps our final night of the Hobbit begins. Thank you everybody for coming back. Night 8 of The Hobbit for Nintendo Gamecube. Here we go. The Gathering of the Clouds. Our quest to recover the Arkenstone. Thorin Oakenshield. Any time now. Any minute now. It'll get there. I can feel it in my bones. Okay. So, need to get into the treasure room. Oh, yes, Denshi, more Hobbit time. But I think tonight may be the last night of the Hobbit, if everything goes quickly and smoothly, which I'm sure it will.
Thorin sent me to work on the forge, but I can't get into the room.
Biffer,
Talk to
buffer,
Oin and
bumper.
help him open these doors.
Okay. Smaug is dead. I have slain him.
This is the way to the old treasure chamber. That wretched dragon took the grandest hall of our kingdom and befouled it for 200 years.
Okay, what are you going to do about it? Oh. I don't see a way to rotate them, though. I mean, it's obvious what's supposed to happen, but how am I supposed to sort of spin them, really? Or maybe there's different squares somewhere else that I need to move around. See, because when I move things, they just go like that. There's no way to make them rotate or change direction. So if I push them in there, nothing's going to happen. Seriously, there's no button for that. I don't think. Grab it. Y. X. A. Oh, there is. That's not what I expected at all. Well, that would have been useful 8 levels ago. One more. get it closer doing this. That'd be faster, okay. Didn't even occur to me that that was something that would need to be done. Okay, there's a door over here I can't interact with or do anything with. Fun, fun, fun. Anybody up here? Okay. Looks like a place where like a giant key might go or something. What else can I find around here?
I'm supposed to be in the water room, but I can't open this door. Talk to my brother Oin about opening these doors.
Well, fine then, if you're going to be rude about it. Which one is Oin again? Probably this one.
Oin is
Nope,
supposed
that's
to be opening
Bomber.
these doors, but he's having a time of it.
Gears. Thorman. That's fun. He has a whole statue of him. Well, let's see.
I need to open these doors, but I can't figure out how. It involves these blocks, but I'll be burned if I can figure it out.
Are you... Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Why, no one blames you. Because that wouldn't help. Okay, now if I rotate that, it'll be in the wrong position. Ah, here we go, okay. No, that's wrong too. Oh, maybe you go on the other side. It looks about right. I think. Okay. Then you. No, it's like a more of a full... Okay, yeah, this one. That way. That way. That way. Okay, we got you. This makes sense. That worked. That opened. all of them? Or just the... Okay, it opened all of them. That's frustrating for different reasons. How do I get up there? So many gems, so little time. Okay, let's just do this,
This is some stonework, eh, Bilbo? Puts those shabby goblin holes to shame.
Hello, Xantha. How are you doing? Dylan Howard, you're sending me so many things on TikTok. I love that. I appreciate it a great deal. There's a heart me and a rose and a creeper. Okay. Treasury. Let's see what we can find in here. Okay, let's get our antidote taken real quick there. But we are no match for Sting.
The treasure behind those doors is worth more than all the Shire.
To open the treasure chamber, you'll need a new key. The
original's
was
broken.
when Smaug looted these halls.
Oh my
Go forward and
goodness.
ask Bifur to make a new one. To use the key, you need to expose the keyhole. Each of those chains lowers that column a bit. You need to pull all 4 chains to lower the keyhole all the way.
That's a lot of information. Well, Xantha, my shoulder is broken, but other than that, I think I'm doing okay. Okay, we got more blocks. Cash money. Generic vase-breaking sounds. Okay. Oh no, hope it heals fast. We'll see. I got an appointment with an osteo guy on Tuesday who will hopefully tell me I don't need surgery. Nothing I can do about it till then. Okay, so I need to expose the keyhole. But first I need to go to the forge. Oh, wait. Where's the other chain? It's 4 chains. I only see 3. Okay, so we gotta climb up and figure out what's going on. The Hobbit was so underrated. We'll see. I mean, I'm just about done. It's fun. No, Bilbo, he fell too far. Okay, I gotta re-break all this stuff. was hoping to jump up to the other area there. Thoughts on the new movie Hunt for Gollum? I hope it's good. I'm glad they got some of the cast back. And Andy Serkis coming back is always good. He's a really talented guy in a million ways. Problem I think they're going to run into is it's been, I think, 10 years since the third Hobbit movie came out. And for some reason Ian McKellen is back, and he's just, I love him, but he is so old now. He felt old when The Hobbit was coming out. Lee Pace seems exactly the same, so that works, but it's like when Elijah Wood showed up in the Hobbit movie for like a half a second, and he just felt really old for some reason. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to jump from these chains up to there. So, how do I get up there? There's a hole. Can I ride the obelisk up? Like, will it reset after a second? Is the title of the movie what it's really going to be about? Who knows? I mean, they always want it to be about a little bit something more than it is. Or it could wind up like that third Fantastic Beasts movie, where it's just like, what are you even doing? And I enjoyed the first Fantastic Beasts quite a bit, and even the second one. But it just got so lost. What's the 2 GameCube games you finished? The first one I played was Darkened Sky, Skittles game. And the second one was Universal Studios Theme Park Adventure. So normally I've been playing through hundreds of Super Nintendo games, but I allow myself one non-Super Nintendo game a month right now. And I usually put a poll up on my Patreon to decide which game it will be. So, The Hobbit won the poll for April. And then I haven't finished The Hobbit, so I haven't put up a poll for May yet. But I may just pick a game. I haven't decided. There's a lot of different ways I could go with this. And then, while I'm wandering around here, let's do this. I'll be giving away my GameCube copy of The Hobbit after I finish it. And it's like 1 entry per entry period for anybody who wants to put that into chat. I'll just do a drawing after it's all over. Jeez. You guys are mad at me. Are you mad at me? I feel like you're mad at me. I feel like the stick might be better. The stick's been doing better.
Power the lift system.
This room powers those carts up there. When they're active, we can travel.
Yeah, the Full Metal Ninja, you are correct. The stick has more range, and the sort of jumping attack.
Go to the water room, Bilbo.
The jumping attack that the stick does has like a wider splash area. Fantastic Beasts was confusing. I don't think it was really meant to be understood. It was just supposed to show off some of the weird lore, because the Harry Potter world as a whole has never really made sense. It just doesn't work. But it really thrives on its magical vibes. It sets a great mood, and it just feels really fun to sort of be in that world, but it does not stand up to scrutiny under any circumstances. Like the magic, you've got all these spells that only get used once, that don't really make sense, and then rules that kind of come out of nowhere. It's like, oh, suddenly this particular kind of spell requires you to do a specific physical motion, but it's never come up before in the first 6 books. The Hobbit. Or all the students come up with their own unique individual spells without learning them or writing them down. You must walk through Erebor to get to its heart. Ah, crap. Runes. So this is an Indiana Jones puzzle right here, but... oh, hey, they got the answer right there. N, up arrow, N, R, A, up arrow. Okay. Ow. Okay, let's figure out how this is supposed to start. So if I do that. And then I believe it was a triangle next. Can I see it from here? N. Oh, screw it. Why go back? Okay. N up arrow, N R triangle up arrow. Okay. Where's the R? Glad they had the answer like right there.
This must be the room that powers the rest of the kingdom.
My father built this room. It's most ingenious.
Oh, it's Gimli's dad.
Direct water into each room. Those that exit the front power functions in other rooms of the mountain. Those that go out the side, well, I don't know what those do exactly. Use those
Wonderful.
fuses to direct the water where you will. The real trick is to get all the canals active at once.
Okay, so I got a pipe dream puzzle here. What do the switches do? That's not a switch. Okay. So, which way are you coming from? Oh, okay, so the wheels only have partial turns to them. How do I turn? How do I turn the wheel? Use those switches. What switches are we talking about? Glowing's in here, that's cool. I liked his little tiny moment in, I think, the second Hobbit movie. It's like, what is this, some weird animal? Legolas. That's my wee lad, Gimli! It's such a forced, silly line. Okay, so this one goes every way. That doesn't do anybody any good. These won't change no matter how I rotate them. Oh hey, I opened a treasure chest apparently. Is it gonna reopen when I do this? Okay, so we do that. This is kind of the only solution for... No, I can go like that. And get you moving. Okay, there's you. You're gonna have to go that way. You have to go that way. Okay. That opens another one. Okay, you have to go there, 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 there. There. Okay, now does this mean I have to get it going up to this top left corner to power the treasure room and the gear room? So you have to be going like that. Or does it have to go up here to power the treasure room and the gear room? Oh, those ones dried up. Okay, what's missing here? 1, 2. Yeah, it's like... Should just do that, and assuming these canals are correct, should function for all of them. Let's see what we got. Okay, so that opens some treasure chests. Okay, so it's actually this one. It's actually the ones in... Okay. Now I know what I'm aiming for. It was kind of tough to judge from up there. Bro's still at the Hobbit. The Hobbit is almost done. I just have to find the Arkenstone and win the Battle of Five Armies. Which I hope Bilbo wins by getting knocked unconscious for one. As he should. Okay, so it's either of these. So I need water to go up here. And you're going to do that. There's you, there's this, there's this. What if I do this instead? And this. That. That. Almost there. Okay, this should pummel. So that one, okay. So that looks to open all of them. Perfect. That's what we need. Go, Bilbo, go! Sorry, I'm making sure everybody gets accounted for. I'm still trying to figure out a good, solid way of doing these giveaways that kind of works with the software I have access to. I need to write something custom to make sure it's tracking properly is what I need to do. And then I can just hit a button that says 5-minute entry period. That'll be more workable. Because then I can turn it off every time that's supposed to be running up properly. It's supposed to be 1 entry every period. And it goes away for a little bit. And then it'll come back later. I like doing it that way. It kind of seems to work. The idea is to encourage people to kind of watch the whole thing. Oh, this seems broken. Now, how do I get up there, I wonder? Do I have to use the chain from the other side? There is a chain. And that. And that. There's gems up there. There's another chain. Huh. I have an idea. I've got a wonderful, awful idea. I thought it was per stream. The idea was to do like once an hour, have a 5-minute entry period. And just sort of a whenever I remember kind of thing. Okay. So if I stand on this, I need a way to move this. Oh, if I go back to the gearworks. If I go back to the gearworks, I might be able to move these. And then, so I have to move through each of the different sort of sections of the Kingdom Under the Mountain. But I've got 2 treasure chests open, and the treasure room and the gear room. So we'll be able to do a bunch here. Hopefully this won't reset and I don't have to do it every time now. What's down here, I wonder? Okay. Let's head back to the gear room and sort of investigate that. Luckily, I only had to clear out the spiders once, but it's still one more time than I'd like to. Cynical rejection. Thank you for that. Okay, now the gears are moving. What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
Looks like some mechanical contraption is missing there, Bilbo. Can you help me find it?
Bomber! We're missing something, but you don't know what. Fantastic. Okay, we got some scaffolding. Am I going to have to assemble whatever it is once I get the pieces for it? Because that's kind of how it works. much distance there. Oh, dang it. That's unfortunate. Okay, can't do much here just yet. Unless... what could be up here?
Oh, these gears are broken.
Oh no! And I can't do anything about it. Not yet, anyway. So we have to come back later. I don't have access to anything up there just yet, but soon. Okay, let's go check the treasure room, see what we can do. Just a solid little game. Okay. What could possibly be in here now that I've got power running to it? And then I have to check across the hall there. Okay, I needed to go talk to the forge.
To open the treasure chamber, you'll need a new key. The original was broken when Smaug looted these halls. Go to the forge and ask Bifur to make a new one. To use the
It's
key,
Bifur.
you need to expose
Bifur,
the key.
Buffer, Bomber.
Each of those chains lowers
Bifur.
that column a bit.
You fool.
You need to pull all 4 chains to lower the keyhole all the way.
Yes, I did pull all 4 chains. There's only 3 chains. But I did open a treasure chest apparently, and that's helpful. Antidote, very helpful right now, because for some reason, spiders keep showing up. Just an endless supply of spiders. More spiders than orcs in this game. Okay. Now the doors are open. Come on, let me jump up. There we go. Makes things much easier. Now that the doors are open, let's see if there's anything up here real quick. I don't see anything like that I can pick up or interact with. So we may have to come back here later. Probably when we're under siege. Okay, here's the forge. Now once I'm in the forge, I need to figure out how to make a key. Shouldn't be that hard, right? That poison actually hits really hard. Come on, jump. There you go. Okay. Where's my dwarf of the forge? Need someone to tell me what is broken here and what you would like me to fix. Because video games.
This is nothing like any forge I've ever seen.
You've got to get the bellows,
bellows working.
before you can use the forge. Try the water room. I'm sure Gloyan can tell you what to do. The fire needs to be lit. When the fire and the bellows are working, the forge can be used.
Okay. So I can't do anything in here just yet, probably. Can I find anything in here that I can use in other rooms? There were stairs going up, so maybe that's how I get to the upper level of the power room. If I take these, go a little bit further. Oh, now the music kicks in. I guess that's fine. Can I carry this with me? Probably not. And if I get power moving, then maybe that will spin and I can ride it. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some kind of manufacturing puzzle where I have to ride things from room to room. These aren't moving yet. I could get over there, but I can't do anything with it just yet. Okay. All of them? Okay, probably. That jump is pretty helpful. Okay. So, above all else, I need a way up to access the water room. Let's look and think here. There's a chain over there. But I'm thinking, if I go back to the wall...
This is the way to the old treasure chamber.
The old treasure chamber, you
Runs
say?
all of our kingdom and befouled it for 200 years.
Okay, haven't been in here yet.
Still stinks of dragon. No need to go down there.
Okay, fine. That's where we came in, I guess. Can I use this scaffolding to climb up, maybe? Oh, there's something here. Okay. Maybe that will work in the power room. Let's try it over here with the gear belt now. If the gear belt will help me get the conveyor belt moving, then I can ride that into the other end of the water room and use that. But I might need more than one item.
Looks like some mechanical con...
Yeah, okay. He said, Bilbo said the gears were broken when I went around the other side before. But we're going to try and replace what's missing with the gear belt for now. Worst case scenario, I have to go back. There we go.
Come under the mountain is coming alive again.
Man flesh. This gives me a chance. I'm betting the conveyor belts work now. Yep, there they are. They're moving. We are making progress. Only took 45 minutes. I'm not even faster when I don't have my sword out. That's frustrating. There's no way to run. It's just this long jump, which kind of helps. And now we gotta go back to the power room. Water room, sorry. Well, this is better than watching Thorin surf an open ocean, a river of lava. Or wait, it was molten gold, wasn't it? Okay. Now I gotta get to the other side. I gotta fix their power issue. Can't decide if the ladder is actually faster than the chain. Either way. Whoa, these things are moving. Okay, do they go through the whole thing or do they just go around the one room? They go through the whole bloody complex. This is going to be weird. Key mold. I'm going to need that, I'm sure. Do I have to ride it all the way in order to... Oh my god, I do. That's a hell of a thing. Get back here! Lousy ski lift from hell. Get back here. Okay, now I'm in the gear room. Whoa! I didn't realize how low my health had gotten. I must have gotten poisoned and not noticed it. Did I at least save after I turned on everything? Nope. Oh, I did. Okay, they're moving. I just can't get on them from here, so I gotta go back to the, Okay, first things first. Let's activate the other power room. So we're going to ride it all the way around once because it's fun, and then we're going to figure out what we have to do. I'm sure there are other places I can get on it, but right now this is the one I want to do. The speed run of this would be interesting to watch because it would just be this long jump over and over again. Okay. Let's see how we do here. Bilbo's had quite a day. Yeah, the spider's gonna show up. I need like Beetlejuice music for this. There's a lot to unpack here.
My, what a sight!
Oh, okay, that is super cool. I wish I'd taken a better look. The view from Erebor. Okay. Trying to figure out the path these ski lifts are taking. So I want to get power onto the other. Okay, back in the water room. I gotta time this right. Apparently I don't. Just walk. Okay. Let's solve this one. Okay. That's the only way you can be. Okay. Over here, you guys are pretty much set. You can't go anywhere. You can do that. You don't really have a lot of options either. And you get up there, up there. That one goes that way regardless. So that one goes that way, no matter what. Like that. So... there's that. You're going this way, but... okay, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. There's a lot of treasure showing up here. Okay, so that one, that one, that one, and that one are all in use. So yeah, everything's powered on. Okay. Let's save and go get some treasure. Now we're moving pretty quickly though. Now once we got the first like initial puzzle solved. Yeah, the initial puzzle solve is the hard one, and then it's just moving through with everything. The streets will run with gladness, the lake will fire and burn, all sorrow, joy, and sadness, at the mountain king's return. Gotcha. Okay, now I need to hit up all of the upper areas. Now that I'm getting some power to everywhere. Ooh. Hang near took my head off there, sir. Okay. Let's get these gems here. So this was the key mold I needed, which I'm sure will come in handy in a minute. And then we'll just go counterclockwise. Wee. Spiders. Oh. Is that all of you? So if there's more, you have to tell me. It's a rule. Okay, I don't see any pickups or collectibles over here. There's a treasure chest down there I need to get. Yeah, poison is looking nasty. Okay, now, is there anything I can do in this room from these upper levels? No, just sort of a tour. Now, why would there be a save point all the way up here? That's ominous. I mean, I know I can make it work, but come on, work with me here. I knew I had to attach a chain to this. Yeah, that's better, camera. Don't get hung up on things. I need you to work with me. That's why there's a save point up there. Because the level design is the devil sometimes. Okay. Why do you have red gems over there if I'm not supposed to get to them? Huh? Okay. What do I do anything here, or do I just head back? Oh, what a failure. Not what I was hoping for. Oh, this is not going to work at all, actually. Come on, rotate. There you go. That was a weird decision. Never heard of this game. Is it any fun? Yeah. I would compare it favorably to Star Fox Adventures. Both games in which you wield a stick. I don't want to walk that again just to get some red gems, so we're going to save. I hear spiders, but I don't see spiders. I could have sworn that one was open. Must be related to something else, because I've activated all of the water channels at the very least. This is a terrible idea. Oh no, invisible wall. I can't actually move forward when I have enough height to jump there. So never mind, I can't go that way. Okay, so maybe head to the forge next. Let's hop out over here and see what we can find. Okay. Another save torch. Always good to take your moment. Just because of how quickly death can show up out of nowhere. And then we got a couple gems. Let's get this up and running. There's another forge mark over there. Yeesh. Yeah, poison does mad damage. Is that it? Seems like it. Okay. Okay, 4 more purple gems. I better not be supposed to be like scrabbling around hanging onto the ledge to do this, because that would be ridiculous. They would never make you do that for a game. Okay. This will let me see what's on the other side of that other area. Okay. The problem when you have a game like this, which isn't, like the level design was not as thorough as you might like, is you can't tell where you're supposed to go and where you're breaking by getting there. Oh. So I was supposed to get here, but I have no idea how I was supposed to get here. No indicator that I went the wrong way. At least none that I can see. Okay. Let's go down now, because I think we're kind of in a better place. Found a chain, which I'm sure will matter very shortly. What room is this? Gears room. We're not going to the gears room now. We're going to the forge now, which is across. That's old treasure room, and then forge is on either side of it. Okay. The music's giving Indiana Jones. I think too many bagpipes for that. See, it's basically going around doing everything post turning the power on.
The fire still needs to be lit. Once the flame is hot and the bellows are working, the forge can be used.
Okay, but you haven't said how to do that exactly. Do I just pull button? Okay, I need some kind of bowl to put on there. You know, you could help. Always remember that chant that the dwarves have in the Battle of Five Armies. Kill the men, kill the elves. Save the gold for ourselves. I'm moving on. I'm not climbing that again. Okay, keep going. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got?
Now that everything is working, you need a mold of the treasury key before you can use the forge. The treasury key mold is kept by the throne. You'll need to find some way to lower the throne if you wish to forge a new key. Now that everything is working.
Oh, okay, so the key molds that I have are not the ones I need. Confused what that's supposed to be. I'm sure it'll come up later. And to lower the throne. Well, I'm sure that's helpful. Okay. You're suspicious. Most suspicious. Okay. Is there anything I can do up here now that I couldn't before? Oh, I can catch a ride. On the Silly Express. Okay. Any spiders up here? Okay, just gems. Been here, done this. I think I'm done in this room. For now. Dead silence. Again. Okay. And here's the gears room. Very quiet. Oh, I missed my stop. Dagnabbit. Okay. But I need to make a new chain, right? Oh, I found one. That was the chain I found. Okay. And then these things are going to try to knock me off. Like you do. I'll save before I fall to my death again. Okay. Now then, I lowered the thingamajig here. I need to get that mold. Okay, what do you have next?
Open the treasure chamber, you'll need a new key. The original was broken when Smaug looted these halls. Go to the forge and ask Bifur to make a new one. To use the key, you need to expose the keyhole.
Done.
Each of those chains lowers that column a bit. You need to pull all 4 chains to lower the keyhole all the way.
Okay, so now I need to... find the throne. Would the throne be by the water room? He said I need to find a way to lower the throne. Okay. I mean, this is the main sort of hall, right? Oh. I've got an idea. Where's that chain that'll let me go up? It's over there. If I take the molds that I've found and do them by the throne, which is a way back up over there. Ugh, I gotta catch a ride here. It's the only way through. Look at these things come up every couple of seconds. Okay, so if I catch a ride all the way over to the throne, which is over there, where those molds I found go, then maybe that will let me do it? No, that's not how it works. Okay, let's take a step off here. Because I think I need to use the 2 keys I found already, molds 1 and 2, to lower the throne. So where does the mold go? Do I put the mold in this thing? Yeah, okay, now I got it. makes sense. And then I take these up by the throne. And use these to lower the throne, which gives me the third mold, which will give me the key to the treasury. And now I know how this room works. Is there a treasure in here that I missed? No. Oh, there's some gems down there, but at this point I feel like I'm far enough along. I don't really need much more experience. And just going and hunting for stuff is unnecessary when I kind of want to just get through it. Okay, water room is done. Everything is kind of open and unlocked, as far as I know. It gets so quiet in this massive, echoey monument to the dwarves. Okay. Gear room, I think, is done. I could hop off and go ride that chain over there so I'd be able to get back up it when I need to. Next time. I think the gear room was only the one thing. Okay. Here's the treasure room, which I can't do anything in yet. Or at least I can't finish yet. Okay, I'm now at the other end of the treasury, of the main room here. I could hop out and ride one of the chains up, but where's the fun in that? Okay, here's the forge. This should take me by the throne. Oh no, it just goes into the water room there. Okay. Well, you're no fun at all. So I need to hop off. No fun. Okay. Down she blows. Okay, you're done. That gets me through there. Okay. Now then, which... Okay, that chain looks like the best one to get me back up where I want to be. Let's go, Hobbit. Do your burgling. And once again, we're going to cheat at Scrabble. Okay. walk along the edges because, quite frankly, I can't be bothered to figure out how I was supposed to do this. And now's when I find out that the place where the throne keys go is actually just on ground level. And I don't need to bother with all this. Dagnabbit. Oh, Bilbo, you took such a tumble. Yep, ground level. My frustration is palpable. Okay. Now we forge a key for the treasure room, and then we're kind of... something's wrong with the lighting map there. At least I don't trust it. That's in case something goes wrong. Because something is always going to go wrong. Here we go.
Now that everything is working,
You don't actually help, do you? And that's certainly a decision one could make for a treasury key. Faster, faster, faster. I need a run button. Oh, X cycles through my weapons. That's silly. Don't want to skimp out on treasure. So if I'm going to be up here, might as well. Wait, did you beat all the SNES games already? No. Once a month I give myself a reprieve from the Super Nintendo. So in this case I'm playing a GameCube game, The Hobbit, which I always meant to play and complete. Next month I may play my favorite GameCube game of all time or something. It's part of the fun. I can't let Smollett be the only one on here beating all the GameCube games. Okay. Is there a treasure chest here? No. Smollett's about 100 GameCube games in at this point. Anyway. believe there was a treasure over here. Is it on the other side? I don't know. This is the gear room anyway. Curses, I missed my bus. Oh my gosh, a second bus. It's awful quiet on the bus tonight. Okay, well, since we're in the room, and I have a feeling I'm going to fall, and I don't want to fall and lose what progress I have. I have a feeling the chapter is going to end when I grab the Arkenstone, so I want to kind of grab it at the last possible second.
The Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain.
Look at that. It totally did. Let's have another entry period. Maybe around 5 minutes. Okay, I missed 5 chests. Not even worried about it. Okay, a little extra health never hurt anybody. But actually, this is better.
Bilbo decided to stop the stupid and selfish war before it could begin. He took the Arkenstone as his rightful share of the treasure and gave it to Bard and the Elven King. They offered to exchange the Arkenstone for the gold Smaug had stolen from them, but Thorin refused and cursed Bilbo. The next day, a legion of dwarves arrived, led by Dane, and 3 armies met on the field of battle. Anger was in the air. The men had lost their homes and loved ones. The elves knew what it was to suffer under Smaug and wanted to help the men rebuild. But Thorin would hear none of it, and so it turned to war.
Dread has come upon you all! The goblins of the north are coming! Behold, they ride upon wargs!
An army of goblins with claim to the treasure comes from the north. They ride upon wolves.
The leaders gathered for council with Gandalf and joined forces against the goblins. Bilbo decided to take his stand on Ravenhill, among the elves.
Mr. Bilbo Baggins, Thorin was correct. You simply do not understand war. So close. Now, what kind of final boss are you going to have in this game? Because Bilbo just gets knocked out and then he's done. Do I get to ride an eagle at some point? Because that would be fun. They haven't done anything remotely like that, but You never know.
Army advances on the lakemen from behind, and Bard knows nothing of this attack. We need someone to deliver Bard a warning.
The battle is fierce and dangerous. Who stands the best chance of making his way through?
I can do it. They can't hit me if they can't see me, and I'm faster than those ugly goblins.
You have completed your tasks, Bilbo, and I would rather not risk you to this terrible battle.
Good point, Gandalf.
But if you are determined to go, I will not stop you. Use both your ring and your wits.
If we lose Bard, we lose the day. Good luck, Bilbo.
Gandalf's message acquired. Okay. Let's see what we can do here.
Cowards! Come out and fight!
Those goblins have us pinned down! Use your ring and get us out of here, Bilbo!
So what would you like me to do? Go up behind them?
You're a true warrior, Bilbo. We owe you our lives.
Climb the side of that ladder, Bilbo. Well done. Okay, so do I do it from up here, or what? Okay, so is this going to end with each of them with me clearing out a group, or what? Well, that was painful. And mean. Just mean, man. Just gonna skeleton key that one. I don't have time for that. More stuff. Bilbo just taking on all 5 armies by himself. You know, for a spontaneous war, there's a lot of sort of trench warfare going on.
Someone stop that catapult!
Goodness, Bilbo is leveling up like mad. Because suddenly I'm in a Dynasty Warriors and no one told me that. Okay, how am I supposed to stop the catapult? Okay, how do I stop the catapult? Someone put me in here. Can't get back up. Okay. Can I then use it against them? Interesting. More mushrooms. This feels, I don't know if it's faster than the other levels, but it feels like it's moving really quickly.
Someone help me!
Corwin! I have to help him!
Okay, now we got escort
I
missions.
think I was going to survive, Hobbit. Thank you.
I'm looking for Bard.
You'll have to go through there, but it's full of goblins. I'll help. Well, you run through the gauntlet. I'll pick off the goblins with my bow. Ready?
Do I have a choice?
Where's your bow? You forgot your bow, sir. Oh, okay, it fills me up when I level up. Nice.
Have an arrow, goblin! And one for you, too! I've got you, Bilbo. Come on through! Ha-ha! That's shooting fish in a blender.
Okay, looks like these guys keep coming, keep spawning, so it doesn't matter. Okay, but if I level up, I get re-healthed. Pardon me. Okay. Mushrooms, that sounds like boss fight music.
What are you doing here, Bilbo?
Gandalf sent me. A large troop of goblins flanks you from behind.
So, we have a party on the way. Sounds like fun. Much thanks, Bilbo. Now, get back to Gandalf. This is no place for a hobbit.
So now, do I literally just head back to Gandalf? Gandalf's fault. Isn't it always? Oh dear.
Hello there. Enjoying yourself? Your passage back to the Elven King is blocked. Just follow this path and you will meet up with the elf Lyanna. Stay
Okay.
with Lyanna. She will protect you. I have other business I must attend to.
At least they remembered to give him a sword. It's time for this wizard to beat some ass. Excuse me, that was rude. I was in the middle of something, thank you. Ah, you're forgetting. Can I save while wearing the ring just to be safe? Looks like I can. I mean, this is the Battle of Five Armies. This is the end. Yeah, this is the last chapter of the book. Unless they make you walk all the way home. Which would just be rude. Come on, Bilbo, you can do it.
What have we here?
Bilbo, get out of here. Goblin reinforcements are advancing. You'll have to go through there.
Yay, Jennifer Hale.
Go, Bilbo, go!
Okay, so can I trigger this? How do I set this off? Oh, I gotta kind of go up here. What else is up here? Oh. Luckily, Sting does a ton of damage. Well, it does now. It didn't a while ago. Okay. What is this? Is this like a chain I gotta pull? Do I have to knock this over? Never mind. Okay, let's do this then. That seems more. That seems safer. Ladder, switch, lever. Acquire. What? Over there? Okay. First off, Leanna has killed many a dude. Let me absorb her experience. One more level up. Oh, over there. Okay. I see you. That just seems plumb unnecessary. What in the Rube Goldberg? Video games.
Great work, Bilbo. Gandalf sent me to find Ron, but I need to hold this position. Tell Bjorn that Bolg is advancing from the north. Bjorn is the only one who can defeat Bolg. Bjorn is a skin changer and will be in the shape of a large black bear. Find Bjorn, Bilbo. Go!
Find Bjorn, Bilbo. Find Bjorn. You killed a lot of people, Leanne. A lot. Okay, now can I make this jump or do I need to be in stick? Hold still. 2 seconds. Now what?
Oh!
Nice work. Goblins are an evil lot. No goodness in them whatsoever.
Random Bjorn. Why
You're
not?
an enemy of the goblins, then you're a friend of mine.
I'm Bilbo. I have a message from Gandalf.
I thought he might send someone a little bigger.
Bolg advances from the north. We need you to defeat him. Perhaps I can help.
Oh, Bilbo. At least they gave him the mithril coat. I like that. Nice touch.
Let's see what you can do. Follow me.
That Bjorn model is a lot to introduce at the 11th hour here. Oh. Okay. Much better. Okay, so what's my path forward here? The hard part of this is always which way am I supposed to go versus which way can I go? Yeah! Bjorn!
Bridge, Bilbo!
Okay, how? There's gotta be a mechanism somewhere. It's up there. Do I throw a rock at it? It's unclear what you want me to do. I'm guessing it's something... Oh wait, no, here we go. It's a wooden path over here. From the other side, okay. I do not have time for your crap. There we go. Roar. They could have had a whole scene with him somewhere in the game and it would have worked, but they didn't do it. Mid-air loading screen. Something going on over there. Okay, a bunch of blue barrels. So I gotta reach each of them and push them onto catapults. That's fine. Okay, no, it's going to trigger that. Okay. Well, that was rude of you. What is even happening? Okay, Bjorn has a health bar. Good to know. Okay, so that's the first one. I gotta run to the second one a little faster. Thing is, I couldn't follow what was happening, so I'm not sure what I opened or unlocked or anything. I'm glad I saved. So which one do I do next? Okay, not over here. Yeah, I gotta pay more attention when I do have to do this again here. Try and figure out... Is it this? Bouncing up to this? No. Okay, so what am I doing? What's the goal here? Okay, let's try this again. Gotta figure out what's next. It's interesting how much faster it loads on death than it does when I hit reload. I wonder what's up with that. Okay. Loading, loading, loading. Come on, Bjorn, we're loading. Loading, loading, loading the game. Jeez. Gotta clear out the whole memory cache or something? At least it's working at it. Oh no. Okay. Where were we? Okay, let's get a better look here what we're dealing with. So, that's the first one. Then I gotta do that one. Then I go all the way across on like a zip line and do that one. And then I gotta get that fourth one from way up high. So let's do it. Those four. Okay. First barrel. Is that... Oh, okay, so I jumped to that plank above me. I didn't know that was an option. And if I'd looked around, I would have seen the purple things telling me, go this way. I move down. Breaks that. That's pretty funny. Okay. And more purple gems. Okay, grab the chain. Then this one. Oh, Bilbo. Okay, where's the rest? Okay, I take this chain to get the rest of the way. Okay. Come on, move it, Bilbo. Well, save Bjorn the Bear Man. I love that they're just getting progressively more ridiculous with the Rube Goldberg mechanics involved here. Final destination, the power of the One Ring. Guardian Leviosa. Oh, the rules. Bear punch.
Bjorn crushed Bolg, the Goblin King. The goblins were dismayed, but not defeated. Suddenly, Bilbo saw the eagles. But then a stone struck his head, and he saw no more. The battle raged around him, a battle of 5 armies. The goblins were driven from the lonely mountain. But Thorin, king under the mountain, lay dying. He asked Bilbo for forgiveness. In his heart, he wished he had been more like the Hobbit, valuing food and cheer above hoarded gold. The old prophecies had come true. The dragon was gone, and gold flowed down from the mountain to rebuild Lake Town. Men, elves, and dwarves had a new chance to unite against future dangers. Bilbo bade farewell to his friends, took only 2 small chests of gold, and began his journey home. He had many hardships and adventures before he got back, but that's another story.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Hobbit for Nintendo Gamecube. I got a lot of courage points in that last level. That was a hell of a thing. I missed all the chests, but I don't really care. Cabot, I always give hugs. Just ask my kids. Anytime, anywhere. Thank you for stopping by for the end of the game. And the Hobbit is done. Back to Super Nintendo games tomorrow. I'll come up with 5 new games to put in a poll on my Patreon for anybody who wants to decide what it's going to be. Cabot sent good game time 13! There's another GameCube game next, or are we going to the Super Nintendo? We're going back to Super Nintendo for the rest of the month. And then we'll do another GameCube game, or maybe something else at the beginning of May. That's kind of the way it goes. 13 good games from Cabot. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gotta watch the credits though. The thing is, once you start getting into GameCube, original Xbox, PS2 era, I start seeing a lot more people that I know and that I worked with way back when. Because right about this era is when I started working in QA for video games, for Microsoft and other companies. Mostly 360 onward, but I still know a lot of people that show up in the credits for original Xbox era games. And that's always fun. What is QA like for gaming? It depends on, because usually games will be broken up into sort of sections while you're working and teams. So like when I was working on Perfect Dark Zero prior to the Xbox 360 launch, you had your single player groups and your co-op people, and then you had your multiplayer huge team. And the multiplayer team would do stuff like, okay, everybody get in a vehicle, go to the middle of town, and just create as much dust as possible. Cam Clark was in there. Where was Cam Clark? Jennifer Hale, I knew it. She's the best. Yeah, so you sort of test the capacity. It's not so much checking for glitches because there's so many of them early on and even like right up until almost release. So much as going around them and making sure there's nothing insanely bad. Like I remember one guy who on an original Xbox game, like really late in the game, there was a period where it auto-saved, but you still had access to the menu, so you were able to save while it was auto-saving, and it caused the game to go a layer deeper than it was supposed to, and it bricked the entire Xbox. That kind of stuff. That kind of stuff was fun. But usually, when you're working on a QA team for a video game, you are assigned an area or a task, and then you'll do that for 8 hours or weeks, months. So sometimes you get fun things like play through the single player campaign, and even when it's not done yet, so you get like, you can only play through the first like half of it, and then the rest of it is all placeholder stuff, or it doesn't work. Or you'll get check this one level over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's very much, you're not playing the game for fun. It's a job. You have to work at it. You have to practice and get used to what you're looking for. If you go in there expecting to just play the game every day, then you're going to have a bad time. If you go in there understanding it's just playing level 1 100 times in a row, then you'll probably feel a little better about it. My favorite part was always, though, watching you get a new build of the game and then some things are fixed and some new things are broken, and that was always my favorite part, was watching the game slowly come together over the course of 8 to 9 months. Okay, so I didn't recognize anybody in there except the name of one of the QA leads, but that was more through reputation than direct work. But it's also probably because it was Vivendi would have had an in-house team, and I would have worked more on contracted third-party stuff. Would love to see you tackle down some Master System games. I'll have to look those up and see if I have what it takes to play them. I mean, I'm sure I could, but it's very hard for me to stream my computer or Windows while playing because I have it set up somewhat differently. I need a console, basically, that I can hook up to a monitor. Right now, if I get a better setup somehow, which doesn't seem likely, then I might be able to handle something like that. I always watch the entire credits, so I know how impossible it is to actually get a video game released. So a lot of respect for everybody who shows up on this list. Especially as games have gotten more complicated. Once you reach this era of video games, you're looking at years of development for one game. Like Final Fantasy VI was 18 months, and that was considered a long time. And now games are 4 or 5 years. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy one, with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. To be continued? No. The music just stops. Okay. Thank you, everybody who watched me play The Hobbit. That was a lot of fun.